Hey you guys, and welcome back to the Timber River Project, where we attempt to recreate the settings of that lagatastical book series on Amazon and Smashwords, Tales from the Creature Keeper. Yeah, I've been having some problems with world smoothness. I made my 3 beacons, I plopped them down, and it might just be my imagination, but almost immediately my FPS went straight to heck. And it still hasn't gotten better. So I started looking around my world, trying to figure out what the heck is going on. I was afraid that I would have to decommission my cow and pig farms over there because of all the entities in them. Of course, I also have a bunch of entities in the iron farm, but those haven't caused any problems until now. Then I took a look at my chicken farm, and I'm seeing baby chickens in the cedar chamber. How are those getting up there? If I'm just getting more and more egg layers up there, it's no wonder my world is lagging out. Fortunately, though, that should be pretty easy to fix. Let's just turn on the repopulator, plop a splash potion of harming into the chest, and there we go. Problem solved. Yeah, that's much better. That was the problem, all right. Although, why is it... Are chicken guts being ejected into the... I guess they are... Oh, well. That'll sort itself out, I'm sure. But anyway, it's time to focus on the big digging project I want to do this episode. Yeah, this time we are finally going to finish up the AFK, just plug a bunch of farms into these walls, because I now have Haste 2 beacons, so digging through here should be extremely painless. Yep, just like that. This may actually even be very fun. Oh, and just to be sure, I am going to declare Shovel Knight to be my good luck charm this episode, because he is an honorable digger, and I could use the stewardship of someone so noble and skilled. Because you never know what you may uncover when you're breaking walls down. Could be a lava pit, could be an army of creepers or zombies. You just don't want to take chances at times. Anyway, let me, you know, I don't think I've ever shown off my redstone testing world yet. How about if we take a journey there and I can show you exactly what I plan to build? Hello, and welcome to the Machine Plains, my little redstone testing world. Everyone has a world like this, or at least everyone should, and I'm kind of goofing off here. This is a Mario pipe transport system invented by Seth Pling, which I modified so that you can use it no matter which end of it you're in. See? 2 minecarts. Those would probably sound better without Snow Song's music notes. But anyway, let's fly out of here. And this is where all the magic happens. I've made many a machine in my time, although actually most of these I've copied from redstone tutorials, and that's how I've learned most of my redstone, just by copying designs piece by piece that other people have made, and then figuring out how they work, and then adding my own little modifications to them after I figure out how they work. This is a simple sheep farm before the kind that Azuma invented. Still want to make one of his magic sheep farms for someday. But anyway, we're here to talk about the automatic melon, pumpkin, mushroom, and sugarcane farms. So let me just take you over here. This is a device that I want to use to try to get records sometime. It's pretty simple. You get a skeleton to come in here, a creeper to drop in here. You get them to look at you, and the skeleton will shoot the creeper. And I'm getting sidetracked again. I should be talking about these farms over here. Let's see. I started off with this mushroom farm design because it looks nice in a big window, but it's not very efficient. It doesn't have a lot of space for the mushrooms to actually grow. Though you can see it does work, you just have to go over here and hit the button. And wow, that's a lot of piston noise. And then the mushrooms are yours for the taking. This is a design that I tried in my first redstone testing world, actually this place, the Machine Plains, this is the third iteration of this world. First one I played around in before the redstone update, then I made a new Machine Plains after the redstone update, but it was too low in the world and slimes kept spawning, so I made this version that's covered with cobblestone half slabs and is at Y54 at the lowest point. So nothing can spawn here, except on the machines themselves. Well, anyway. Got this design here, provides plenty of space for the mushrooms to spread out and grow. You have these little water banks over here, and you send a pulse to them to lower the water. The shelves here, yeah, shelves is a good name for these. They flood, push the mushrooms out, then they fall into hoppers or whatever. And these seed mushrooms on these bits of mycelium here will allow the mushrooms to regrow. But this is not the most efficient design either. The best design, I think, is this one invented by Daedalus, and I'll try to remember to provide a link to it in the video description. Basically, his uses a step design, so the mushrooms gradually grow down and they keep gaining new space to fill up. And then, of course, you send it a redstone signal, which lowers one step on here, so water floods out, and you get all your mushrooms. So that's what I'm probably going to do. It's like in between this shelf design and this window design. I'll just put a bunch of these in. Thank you, Daedalus, for your keen sense of invention. And then this here is... This is a melon and pumpkin farm designed by Azuma Void way back in version 1.2. It still works. Basically, you just hit a button and everything in it is harvested, though sometimes things get caught up in there. I'll hit this one too. You can see all the stuff dropping down. Hit buttons again, make sure all the stuff is gotten out. And then you just grab it here. And so I'm thinking about using this design for my melon and pumpkin farm, and basically my mushroom and pumpkin and melon farms are all going to be hooked up to a hopper timer that powers this, the ultimate sugarcane farm, which I've said so much about before. Looks like all of it is ready for harvest, so let's give this lever a flick, and we can see that it all gets knocked down there. And did any pieces get stuck? Yeah, still got a couple pieces stuck there. How many? 2. So this is not quite the ultimate sugarcane farm. Well, there is one foolproof design that uses, like, minecarts stacked on each other. I think it was invented by Mumbo Jumbo, but I'm a little concerned that making minecarts overlap like that as entities may get fixed someday. I'd like a farm that's a bit more future-proof than that, which is why I'll probably be going with this design. It's good enough, even if it's not quite perfect. So, those are my plans. Let's go back to the scene of the Timber River project and get started. Well, I may have gotten a bit carried away with all the digging. Yeah, you know how it is, you find an awesome new source of power and you let it go to your head. Jeez, I love these things. So beautiful. And it's like I'm living off the energy of the universe right now. I don't even need food anymore. Although it does keep me from sprinting, but I have a bit of a speed boost there to help me along. Anyway, got this humongous gymnasium here. It's... Actually, I just kind of like having this huge open space. I'm almost kind of sad to actually do anything with it, but then all my hard work would go to waste. I gotta... Let's see, have a sugarcane farm. I might have room to install like 1.5 or 2 ultimate sugarcane farms. Or actually, would that be 3 instead of 1.5? I don't know. Probably all technical anyway, doesn't matter that much. Shut up, chickens. Oh, I also got a bit of gravel here because an Enderman came along and stole the sand here. I didn't notice at first. That was a big pain in the buttocks. I miss being able to sprint. The energy of the universe is all well and good, but it has no nutritional value, so I guess I still need food anyway. So, let's see. Main thing this space is for is, the reason I have so much space here is mainly for the automatic mushroom farms, because mushroom growing is just really inefficient, and I'm going to need a lot of space in order to get some decent production from those farms. But, yeah, let's see, mushroom farms here. Probably have the melon farms and back sugarcane over there. Is there anything else? No, I guess mushroom, melon, pumpkin, sugarcane, that's it. Those are the only kinds of automatic farms I'll be doing, the only kinds I can actually do. And, well, you know, maybe I should have used... No, actually, you know, I should not have used TNT to clear all that out, because then I wouldn't have all this fine building material here. I saved every last bit of stone I dug out. I mean, look at how many pistons, dispensers, repeaters, and comparators you can make with all this. I'm going to use every last bit of it up. Partially because I have some bad memories, like the Sanctuary crew has had a Feed the Beast server a couple times, and the first time it went up, everyone just kept throwing cobblestone away in a lava trash can because it's so common, we don't need it. Then when we needed some basic building material, we went, "Where's the cobblestone? What? You threw it all away?" Actually, we didn't do that. Everyone... I did that. Because I needed the basic building material. I was always one of the ones with the most ambition on those servers. Anyway, better get to the construction. And I think I'll start by... Probably have to take a look at Daedalus's mushroom farm again, because that's a great place to put in a skylight with a daylight sensor at the bottom, and that will be the circuitry that causes all the farms to automatically harvest themselves. Let's see if I can get that figured out. Stupid chicken farm. Geez, who'd have thought such a wonderful source of trading fodder would end up as such a liability? Twice now I've had to toss a splash potion of harming in there because the chickens just relentlessly multiply, causing all sorts of frame drops when I'm trying to record. Anyway, now that that problem is taken care of for now, let's see. I grew a big red mushroom here, as you can see, and now I just need to move it into place. This is something Generic B once did when he was working on his hermit mansion. And it was, I understand, a horrific experience for him, because it just took the worst amount of time to move the blocks into place. Did I just mess this up? Well... yeah, I'm trying to see. Come on, come on. There we go! Okay. Actually, no, that's not what I want to do. That's not quite what I want. Come on, there we go. Okay, let's see. Did you know that an axe breaks pistons faster than a pick? It's true. Anyway, now that we got that done, we got to move this into place. Like that, and... Okay. Yeah, this is going to be somewhat time-consuming. Also, it's the seasonal change, so my allergies are acting up. Flippin'... Here. There we go. Okay, let's just try... Yeah. Gonna have to do this one block at a time. Also, remove that torch. And the Jasky incident. You killed the mushroom walls? Oh my lord, no! No, it took the worst amount of time! Ugh. This is gonna be... Yeah, this is probably going to be one of the hardest parts of getting the AFK done. But anyway, this is, for those of you who are curious, this is like the only way to position mushroom blocks, like, so they can decorate your house. And I've done that with the rest of the, well, here, let me show you here. I have these mushroom blocks here, which I silk touched, and I'm going to be expanding the chicken storage to 10 stacks of chests, double chests even, and then these bookshelves represent where the sugarcane is going to go, and then we have these bricks here, which represent where all the melon will be. Let's install that real quick. Alright, let's see, get your melons and all. This way you'll be able to tell at a glance what is located in each chest. And there's something else I was thinking of, like... Oh, right! How should these rows of chests be separated? It could just use, say... You know, just more stone bricks, but that would be kind of old. I think it's time to make use of all the logs I have, just like that, and that, and that, and let's get rid of this. Whoops! Too much digging. Yeah, come on. Stupid. Now the beacon is proving to be a liability like the chicken farm. How about... Let me in... Ah! Gotta chop this all down. Ugh. There we go. Now then. Just like that and that. Beautiful! I'm going to be doing that wherever the sections need to be separated. And as for the pumpkins... 2, 3, 4... Yeah. Okay, that's all dug out. Let's do something a little bit special with them. And let's turn a few of them into... I am still getting... What's with all these frame drops? Jeez! Ugh! It's not making any sense. Causing me so much stress. Okay. There we are. Let's have some jack-o'-lanterns like that. And then fill the rest in with pumpkins. And that should look absolutely splendid if we just, yeah, like this. 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Wonderful! Doesn't that look absolutely divine? Now I just gotta finish moving these mushrooms into place, like, say, growing a big brown one here. Oh, geez, that's gonna be nightmarish. Look at how this one came out. I wonder if I'm really cut out for huge, elaborate projects like this. So, I woke up this morning, ran out my front door, and there was a door-to-door salesman waiting right for me. Just right about here. He said he was selling gunpowder, and when I said I wasn't interested, he just blew his top. I'm not sure how he got past the cats, though the way they're positioned, it may be that he ran towards my front door to get away from them, which may be a sign that it's way past time for me to overhaul my house, so accidents like these can't happen. Sigh. Well, at least I'll be replacing this old pumpkin and melon farm. There we go, all the chests are installed. I rerouted the item pipelines for the chicken and sugarcane, and I gotta say, this is a smart-looking mass storage room, if I do say so myself. I just gotta get to work on the farms and that are gonna fill all these chests. So I have this passageway that leads back here, and I kinda wish I didn't have to place all those hoppers right away, 'cause I just have to make stacks and stacks of them, and I wanted to save that busy work for the end, but I had to, so that I have marked out the areas in which I cannot build, or would at least have more difficulty building. What I'm going to start out doing here is I'm going to make a couple window farms for both melons, pumpkins, and both kinds of mushrooms. The melon and pumpkin farm will be here. The mushroom one will be right next to that. And thing is, for the melon and pumpkin farm, I'm going to use a design that, because of the way these item pipelines are positioned, it's just not going to... I'm going to have these hoppers right over these other hoppers, because the way this is going to work is going to have a piston that... That is not how you do it. Come on, there we go. Yeah, I'm going to have pistons there. Stupid placing. Always so particular. I'm going to have pistons here that when they get a redstone signal, one group of pistons will slam down, crush the melons and pumpkins, and then this other set of pistons will retract the dirt, so the drops drop into hoppers below. And I guess what I'm going to have to do, since this pipeline is going to be cutting it so close, I'm going to have, like, say, yeah, I'm just going to have these hoppers empty straight into their chambers. Let me get back up there and grab the piston while I'm over here. So yeah, but that'll be kinda neat. I suppose it just means that all these chests here will have some items in them, or at least most of these will. All the melon chests will have some melon slices in them, while the first 3 pumpkin chests will always have some pumpkins at the bottom, which kinda aggravates my OCD about this project, because I'd rather have have all these storage spaces fill up, column by column, gradually, but oh well. It's still going to be like that mostly, because these window farms aren't going to be the only farms installed. Okay, quick impromptu redstone lesson for you all. This is going to be about transmitting a signal vertically from bottom to top. I have 3 little example designs here. Okay, this here is a standard redstone torch tower. You have, how many blocks are here? Let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 blocks there. You just flick the lever, and the light goes on. Really simple. But say you have, Shut up, you! I'm not supposed to introduce you yet. Anyway, suppose you have, like, 6 blocks here, and you want, in between what you want to activate and the input signal here, and you want to turn this on, so how are you going to get that to turn on with such limited space? Well, you just put a slight kink in the tower like that. And there we have the light goes on. We still have 4 torches making up this tower, only in a much more compact space. But say you have, let's see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. So what if you want to form smart words as you try to explain how this thing works? Basically, the reason I'm doing this is because I had to just figure all this out myself with this redstone torch tower. Basically backstage here, got the melon and pumpkin farms all set up, and no easy way to get up there in order to show them off. It's kind of a drag. Anyway. Okay, another trick you can do with these torch towers anyway is you can put a spot of redstone dust here, and that will turn off or on this torch here. Just take a look, flick the lever, that torch goes on, and the light turns on. Handy trick there. It took me forever to try it out myself because it seemed like the sort of thing that should not work no matter what, but this is redstone science. You need to know these little shortcuts if you want to make ingenious machines. Anyway, let's see. What I've got here is a hopper timer. I believe this is Etho's design. Really no other better way to do it as far as I know, although actually I think, can you make a more compact version with, say, droppers feeding into each other? Oh well. Yeah, I was going to yeah, see the green glass up there? I was going to use a daylight sensor to trigger the automatic farms I built up there, but I decided against that because melons and pumpkins grow so fast that you want them to be harvested a lot more often than once a day. The mushroom farms, though, excuse me, those I'm going to use with the daylight sensor timer because mushrooms just take forever to grow. So, let me just get topside and show off the completed farms here. Observe the shallow crater here, which was just forcibly installed in my complex. Forcibly, forcefully, whatever. Also, observe the glass dome that I have started building over here in order to prevent any such craters from occurring in the future. That's going to take a bit of work, and then I'll want to make a fancy 4x4 vault door for the entrance here, and... oh yeah, I should probably... excuse me, game, don't hiccup on me like that. Yeah, I should probably show off the automatic melon and pumpkin farm that I finished here. It's... where's everything that's... oh, well, as long as I haven't cleared off these vines, let's use them. Yeah, you can see some melon kind of bouncing around there, but the farm is still pretty high efficiency despite that. Anything growing in here? Anything here at all? Oh, there's a pumpkin. Yeah, I decided against splitting up the bottom farm so it produces melons and pumpkins because no matter how I tried to wire up the hoppers, I still got some pumpkins in the melon chests and some melons in the pumpkin chests, and I didn't like that at all. So I got 2 rows of pumpkins, 1 row of melons, and actually if we go down and take a look at... the contents, I have AFK'd here for a day or two, and after that we can see that we have one full chest of melons and nearly a full chest of pumpkins. So this is working beautifully, even if not every single drop is getting collected. And I'm glad that it is working, because I am kind of feeling stressed at the moment. It's not just the crater here that I have to fill in, and how I have to finish this glass dome to protect my belongings. But also, I've been pondering some things about this series, how I should continue it and modify it, especially when I upgrade to 1.8. That's going to bring about some changes, and well, I'm not going to update to 1.8 right away because the first release is always unstable, and as of this recording, 1.8.1 has not been released yet. I'm going to wait for those bug fixes before I do anything. But also I'm going to have to do some preparations, like build a new villager breeder at the trading hall over there. I'll probably set it up, like maybe have an iron farm in the sky right over the trading hall or something? I don't know. I'll have to look at various designs on the interwebs. Interwebs. Did I just say that? I meant internet. Ah! So yeah, gonna have to make some preparations for 1.8. Also, I really need to spin off my action figures into their own series. I experimented with that with the first episode of CK's Toy Box, and well, the main reason I want to do that is, well, declaring a good luck charm at the start of an episode is all well and good, unless you have not actually made the charm yet. Then it's actually kind of a stupid thing to do, because then other things might happen in real life that might prevent you from getting the figure constructed, and next thing you know, your whole darn episode is delayed because of that. So, yeah, I want to spin off my action figures into their own series. Oh, good. Got some production in the farms here, yeah. I was originally thinking that maybe Minecraft would get people more interested in the crafty things I do, but that idea didn't work, so it's time to modify it, adapt it. Let's see, what else was I going to say? I guess that's about it. This episode is running kinda long. I was going to start work on the automatic mushroom farms here, but that's going to be a lot of work. This entire area is going to be filled up with mushroom farms. That's the main reason I dug out all this space, because mushroom farms are very inefficient when they're automatic. And I'm not really looking forward to that extra work here. I kind of feel like, well, I want to finish the glass dome, put a door in here, then maybe come back and finish the mushroom part later. You know, I really should get a mob farm set up. I haven't done one of those yet, so maybe that's what we'll do at the next episode. Sorry if my attention span doesn't allow me to finish what I start, but we'll finish this all up eventually. So stay safe. I'll see you at the next one, and I think I have a cool idea for a mob farm already. Yeah. If I just get that built, it should rekindle my interest in this series quite handily.